Hey everyone, welcome back to this episode of College Planning Tip of the Week. As always, I'm Jack with my friend Nancy Steenson from Steenson College Coaching. This week we have another great tip for you. So, this week is a question that I often get, and I can't really answer this, but with all of the information out there on the internet on, what you should do and how you should apply to colleges and all the tips, including ours, quite frankly, why would someone think about, or when should someone think about hiring an admissions consultant?
Jack, that's a great question. First of all, people don't have to hire a college admissions consultant. As you said, there is a wealth of information on the internet. There are books, there are webinars, and there are videos like the ones you and I are doing now. And I know our hope is that people who don't choose to hire a consultant can get this information from us that we put out weekly and other people put out so that they never, because they never will hire someone. And I'm happy that we're able to help those people. Some people want a closer relationship. They want more handholding. They want more guidance. So for those people, there are many, many qualified consultants out there who can bring their wealth of experience to the relationship, help move the process forward in a timely manner. So there's not that procrastination that sometimes teenagers are known for and parents start nagging them. And of course, having an independent consultant come in removes that source of contention between parents and students during what can be a really, really stressful time.
Sure, that makes total sense. So, a question for you then is: there are many consultants out there, many great ones. Um, how would a parent and student go about picking? Like, what are the questions that they should ask, and what are the things that they should look for so they can find the right consultant for them?
So the first thing is they really want to make sure that person is qualified to be working as a college admissions consultant. And one way they can find out the answer to that is to see if they are a member of a professional organization. There are a small handful of professional organizations that college admissions consultants or independent educational consultants join. And through those organizations, they agree to adhere to a set of ethical standards, which is very, very important. Through those organizations, they do, and I certainly do, very consistent professional development through conferences. This year, of course, those conferences are virtual, but they're still conferences and they're wonderful sources of information. Webinars, all kinds of ways to keep in the loop and keep increasing the consultant's base of knowledge. The other thing that you want to ask is, does that consultant have any specialized training or areas of expertise? For instance, if a student is an athlete and wants to pursue being recruited as a D1, D2, or D3 athlete, can that consultant help that student? If the student has any learning differences, some consultants work with students with learning differences and some don't. And some consultants have an enormous amount of expertise about how that student can transition with his or her learning differences to college and access the right services that they will need in college. Perhaps a student wants to pursue drama or the arts of any kind. These are the kinds of things that require a certain level of expertise. If the student wants to go to school internationally, that's another level of expertise. So some consultants are generalists and some are specialists. Some are generalists, but they have a couple of subspecialties. So these are important questions to ask at the outset. Some consultants will bring in a specialist as part of the relationship, but it's important to declare at the outset what you need as a student and as a family to make sure that consultant is going to serve you well. The other thing to keep in mind is fit. Just like choosing a college, choosing a consultant to work with is really about fit. Funny sort of story. I hurt my shoulder a couple of years ago. I ended up seeing an orthopedic surgeon. And I walked out of that brief consult and I said to my husband, if I need surgery, he is not the guy who's going to operate on me. He wasn't right for me. He's right for a lot of people. He's well spoken of in my community, but he wasn't right for me. And that's okay. When you choose your hairdresser, we know that's a very personal relationship. You find someone that's right for you. So it's important to ask questions about the style of the consultant. Is the fit going to be right? Some consultants really hold your hand through the whole process. And some are more hands off, almost a little bit of tough love. which is great for some students. When it comes to writing the essay, for instance, some consultants do everything over Google Docs. You give me your essay, I'll make some comments, shoot it back to you. Other consultants do workshopping live over Zoom. So tell me why you wrote that. What about if you did this? Maybe would you think about moving things around? So it's workshopping. It's a very different style. So hands-on, hands-off. What would work better for you? So these are the kinds of questions you want to ask to make sure it's the right fit, because fit is as important with a consultant to go to college as it is picking the right college. And the last thing I'll just address is pricing. Pricing can vary tremendously. Certainly there are different pricing at different areas of the country. Many consultants will do comprehensive packages. Many consultants will offer hourly packages. So it's important to know what your budget is. And if you are interested in a comprehensive package where you don't have to worry about anything, soup to nuts, or if you would prefer to go hourly. So those are the kinds of questions that are very important to ask of any consultant you're thinking of hiring.
Okay, that's great information. Thank you so much. And thanks everyone for watching this week's video. Join us next week again for another college planning tip of the week.
Thanks, Jack.